My name is Margi from MargiStamps.com. Welcome to today's crafting session. Today we're going to talk about making this belly band card. Oh, gatefold belly band card. Here we go. There's the belly band and there's the gatefold. And inside the card, we've got this simple decoration. You'll be able to stamp your own special greeting here. Let's get started about what you'll have in your kits. I'll just pop that to one side here at the moment. So in your kits, you will have your card base, which I've already scored and done a light fold for you. You'll just need to fold it so that the centers actually meet. You might need to adjust it a tiny wee bit. You've got that. You've got, once again, belly band. I folded one end of it for you, and for the same reason, so I can post it. When you're ready to do the belly band, you will wrap this around the card to make the band. I'll do that in a minute for you and show you how to do that. You have got one piece of pretty perfume bottle DSP out of the Best Dress suite, and you're actually going to cut this to fit on the front of your belly band. So it only goes across the very front, but it's in all your directions. And you might want to adjust where you cut for this so you get the maximum number of perfume bottles out. And I'm thinking probably for this particular piece of DSP, I'd probably cut it about there, because I'll get this perfume bottle in and I have two spares, but it'll depend on your piece. That's that. You'll also have your piece, one piece of lovely lipstick ribbon. Because it's a coordinating colour, you might have some other ribbon you can use. You'll need to cut two lengths at 11 centimetres, and the rest of it will be enough to make a small leaf that will decorate that will decorate the front of your belly band. You also have a white or shimmery white or something doily, pearlized doily I think they're called, and petal pink circle, and that was cut from the second largest layering circles die, so you'll know that, but it's in your directions. You have got your insert for the card, which is just a piece of DSP. I've already done this because I was having a bit of a practice. I'll show you how to do that. You have two pieces of coordinating DSP from the Best Dressed suite, which is in the mini catalogue. I'll show you a picture in a minute. There we go, and they fit like so. Ta-da! And one large-ish dimensional, right, the largest one I could find. When I made this card, I'll go back to this now so you'll wonder what those extra pieces of DSP are. When I made the card, I finished it and I thought, yeah, it's okay, but what would really trick it up? Anyhow, I remembered I had this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Lily Impressions paper. Many of you will have it, or you'll also have, but you might use it for another card as well. But I thought that really popped too. So that was to give you an alternate look. You can choose to use it in this card instead of this one, or you can use it for another card. You've got the pieces there all ready to go. So let me start about how you will start this card. The other thing I've done before I do that is I've actually just assembled the supplies you'll need. It's in your notes: snips, bone folder, what's that called? Snail, some tear and tape, glue, mini glue dots, great for the ribbon, and Wink of Stella. Pop them over there. Your first step is to adhere your DSP to your card front. On the inside of my card, because I'm not supposed to stamp images for you, I haven't done anything here. My suggestion to you is you could use any floral stamp, self-stamp it in the same colour, which is petal pink, or use your Versamark ink pad to stamp some images here to dress it up a bit. In the card I used the First Frost frond, which looked really pretty. If we have time, I will show you that as well. So we've done that much. Oh, these pieces are great because they don't have an up and a down, so you'll be fine with that. Next step is to prepare your front, and or the inside, and I want to show you how to do that. I just wanted to ground our perfume bottles on the inside of this card. I'll show you this one here. And I'm just going to show you how to do this as well. I'm not showing you how to fussy cut. Perhaps that'll be another video, because I think you know how to do that. But let's get this going. I don't want to contaminate my ink pad with either Fabulon out of my aqua painter or Wink of Stella, so I've just stamped on the corner, pop that out of the way, Wink of Stella here, and I'm just going to swoosh a bit here. I want a bit of scrap, which is here, just to get rid of some of the excess, because I know it's going to be a bit blurpy. There we are. It looks a bit like the paper, actually. That might do. Now, let me see. There we go. Pretty. And so that's all I really need to do with that. You clean your Wink of Stella, as you know. You get this in the frame just by doing that. And now it's clean again, so you won't contaminate another project. Pop my lid back on. So then you can glue this into your card. You've got your fronts on. So effectively your card base is almost made before you do when you're doing the rest. Now when you are ready to do your belly band, I'm going to go back to my card I've made. I want to show you how to do this. You're going to place, let me see if we're lined up. Yes, we are. You place this there. Now I actually did use grid paper here to get it right as well. Let's see if I get it right. And all you're going to do is a really loose fold across. You want it to be a little bit sloppy because you want to be able to get it on and off. When I've got it to that point, I'd actually take that off there because I don't want to get any glue on my work. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to glue the back of this and adhere it to your circle. I tacked my glue around the circles, but I didn't do the scalloped edge. If you do the scallop edge, you'll end up with glue on your card front. So you're going to glue that much down, and then you'd sort of lay it like this. Now this is where the grid paper comes in handy because you want the edges to be straight. At this stage, you can glue this on. I might actually do this. I think I'll stop the video and get myself there already. Ready to get started with assembling the belly bands. So we got to this point in time and I decided I would glue a few things. So what I've done is I have actually adhered this to that. And now I'm going to get my Tombow, and it's really running, I've just worked out. I'm going to put a bit of glue here. Don't be too stressed about this because the DSP going over the top's also going to anchor it. So I'll do it like that. Pop that there. Now remember, I don't want this to be too tight, so I'm certainly not going to force this because I want to be able to get this on. And I want these bits straight. So I'm looking at my grid paper, and this I might need to adjust some fold. Praying this will be all right for the video quickly. I'm not making any real effort to line up much. In fact, I don't actually want a center thing because I think I won't be able to get it straight in any case. So I'm going to pivot that a bit. It's sort of in the middle, or maybe a bit across. There we are. So that's now got that down, and you can, let me see if I can show you that. So you can see there is a little gap, but it'll be okay. Now, when I put this on, when I laid that on, I thought, oh, it looks a little bit odd because I've got these ends that are showing. And when I put them on the card, it looked a bit strange. Let me show you. Which is why I put these extra ribbons in here. So let's pretend we're taking that off. And all I've done here, make sure you can still see what I'm doing. I have cut my ribbon down to 11 centimeters. I'm just going to put a bit of tear and tape across here. It's going to get stuck, so it doesn't matter. And I'm going to lay that across there end to end and pray it actually does fit. There we go. That'll do. That'll just cover that gap. In fact, you can go down there a little bit further. Rightio. There we are. Oh, maybe 11 centimeters. Yeah, it'll be all right. Just over the glue. There. That's it. All right. All right, so that's sort of tacked down. And then I'm going to glue this piece on top. Now you can see I have actually trimmed this down. Make sure you're still in vision. And I have fussy cut my perfume bottles. There you go. So I think I'll use the lovely Tombow yet again. I love it. Okay. This is effectively covering up all this stuff, but that's all good. Make sure I can get him on straight. There's not much of a border here for you. I just got to warn you with the top and the bottom. And I'm praying it straight because I really can't see that well because I'm on a funny angle. Okay, belly band done. Now I found that, what did I put in the loop? Here's my loop, rightio. There we go. And I just did a little loop like this. Now I'm sort of thinking that will still look really cute there. And I used a couple of glue dots to tack that down. I'll do that in the middle. But to me, this was quite unweighted now. I felt it was a little bit unweighted. So what I did with my Wink of Stella, which I still have out, and I haven't cleaned my block, so I've still got it. I actually picked up some more ink off here, and I've just swished the top of this perfume bottle because I thought it with the Wink of Stella. So the Wink of Stella's got shiny in it, so it looks really pretty, and it just gives it a bit more oomph. So there we are, that's done. Right, there we go. Lid back. Oh no, I've got to clean it off, don't I? I've forgotten where I put my scrap. Oh well, there's a bit more. That'll do. Okay, put that out of the way. So you now effectively have your belly band. Let's pretend we've done the card front. And what you would do with this is just lay these babies down on top. Now I'd probably pop, I don't know, maybe like that. Put that one up a bit higher because I've got all this lovely lipstick down here. And I'd glue this one down and I'd pop him up on a dimensional. So that's your inside done. If you wanted to, you know, you might want to put that, you know, a nice happy greeting, thinking of you, something in here. That's absolutely fine. You'll be able to look at your stash of stamps at home and you'll be able to do that. There we go. So let me show you how, I'm not sure how I'm going timing wise. Let me see, I'll show you quickly how I do this. I don't need this length. It's a bit long. But I did use a couple of blue dots for this. I'll show you how I do it. No, I'll stop the video. I'm using my glue dot. I'm pressing the loop down on the glue dot. And I've actually caught both at this stage, which is fantastic. I'm now going to transfer that to the belly band. And I'm going to put it about there. And then, oh, I forgot about the pokey tool. Here we go, pokey tool. Then I'll just lift up my large rhinestone with a pokey tool. Oops, come back. And pop him on the top just to tease it up. Now you might actually need an extra glue dot in there. You'll be able to work out whether you need an extra one or not. And I just want to trim off my ends. There we go. So, I might say, then you will have your completed card. There you go. Now before we run away, just in case you haven't got your catalogue handy, I should show you where everything came from. So it's the Best Dressed Suite from the mini catalogue, and it's on page 54. It's still running even if Celebration's about to finish. So there's lots of super duper pretty things, and I think some of you have the paper and some of you have the stamp set, so you'll be able to have great fun experimenting. But for those who didn't buy it, you can still have a treat. And this is the paper. There we go. Okay, well that is it for me. I'll upload this video onto YouTube. It'll probably take me a day, and I will send out the tutorials to you. So by the time you see this, you should have your tutorials. You will have your kits and you can have fun crafting. Bye for now. Have a beautiful weekend, the rest of it. Bye. Stay safe.